Hello, and welcome. Today we're digging into some key findings from our new Black Duck report, Balancing AI Usage and Risk in 2025. We're going to tackle the dual nature of AI in development, existing as both the source of potential security risk and a potentially valuable security benefit. Let's begin by looking at what the data says about how these opposing perceptions have influenced adoption of AI in development. We are all well aware that AI is here. In fact, 85% of organizations are already using AI in some development capacity. But a concerning 11% either know or suspect that AI is being used, yet they aren't actually monitoring its usage. This creates a blind spot, leaving organizations vulnerable to the inconsistent nature of generative AI in software development and unable to manage its adoption. These AI coding assistants can, effectively, affect software development and associated risk profiles in two ways. It can introduce security risks, or it can help developers write more secure code. Looking at the risks, 57% of organizations agree that AI coding assistants introduce security risks or make it harder to identify issues. But on the flip side, 63% recognize that AI can help write more secure code or to fix issues. This shows a slight skew. A greater percentage of organizations recognize the security benefits of AI over those who primarily see the risks. Considering this, what truly drives AI adoption? Our data reveals a fascinating insight. The adoption of AI is more greatly influenced by whether it yields a security benefit than by whether it introduces security risk. This doesn't necessarily mean that developers universally prioritize security. It could simply mean that they get greater internal support to use AI if it also checks the boxes that AppSec teams care about. But security isn't, nor should it be, the only consideration for AI adoption in development pipelines. Protecting your software intellectual property is another huge concern. An AI agent could easily introduce code snippets from reciprocally licensed open source libraries, creating serious legal implications. Our research, however, shows that license compliance often isn't a primary concern for development or security teams. This is a significant blind spot. Given that developers are using AI trained on open source, IP must be on your radar. This was just a small sample of the insights from our annual report discussing the global state of DevSecOps and the influence of AI in development and application security. For a much more detailed breakdown of this data and recommendations for you and your teams, you can download the full Balancing AI Usage and Risk report or view the on-demand webinar on our website, blackduck.com.